Hi, I'm Jesse Wright, Saddle Bronc Rider, and Rodeo Houston Wrap starts now.
There's a look at Seth Hardwick riding Yippee Kibitz in the bareback. Hi everyone and welcome into Rodeo Houston Wrap. It is semifinals number 1. We've got 10 of the top money winners over the past 16 days competing and looking to move on to the finals. Who will advance and who won't? Well, let's get right to the guys who called all the action, Bob Tallman and Boyd Paul Hamus.
Thanks, Patty. I'm telling you, this Seth Hardwick is riding as good as anybody in the bareback bronc riding, and he would indeed advance to the championship round because of the way he's riding. And, Bob, whenever we get to these semifinals, we know the cream has risen to the top, and the cream just continues to rise.
I'm going to stay with something that I thought right in the middle of it tonight. Expect the unexpected. Because we've got them all set up. World champion, guy's been 80, 90 points, and they're just consistent. But expect the unexpected, just like Seth. Bring him right out of the middle of the pack and drive him to the top.
Yeah, and then you just expect the unexpected when guys like Trevor and Fred don't make it and they got to go to the wild card. That's a rough way to get to our championship round.
Yeah,
let's get to these highlights, folks. We'll begin with the rough stock events. Bareback bronc riding first, the aforementioned Seth Hardwick. This is just a beautiful 89-point ride. You can't fault it. I mean, that's as close to perfect as you can get. Why wasn't he 100? I don't know, but 89's a nice score.
Well, this was a beautiful 91-point ride, and the reason is the horse just jumped and kicked absolutely perfect the way you want it, but look at his feet. Clayton doesn't do anything but right for 8 seconds. 91 points at the top. That's the big thing. Hardwick, champion, and Patterson, good luck.
Yep, they're all headed straight to the championship round. And now let's find out who's going with the Broncos. The classic event, first up, Lefty Holman. Another one, expect the unexpected in this field of bronc riders that had Bradley Harder and folks like that. Did we think Lefty'd win first? No, he didn't. He won second, but that was pretty good.
We did expect to see Jesse Wright do this, and he comes along with a tie for 87 as well. Horse fit him just as nice as it could be from the Flying Your Rodeo Company. 87, then 87, 86 for, well, Rusty Wright. We're going to keep the family in. The young rookie Dawson Hay, he's in at 86.
Yeah, and there was another 86 that's got to go to the wild card. Can you believe that? 86, I got to go to the wild card. All right, bull riding. Defending champion of Rodeo Houston, Holy Hoppin' Hamburger Batman. Parker Bredding got on this brindle, and this brindle bucked. When I saw that score, I thought that's it, 87 points, but I was wrong.
How about this bull of the Cervies that has been ridden 3 times in 5 years, and young Dylan Vick, the Hollywood stuntman from California, sticks it on him. Bull went the other way, and he ended up being 90 points.
Right at the top, in front of our defending champ, the young Stetson Wright and Lon Danley. Those are the only 4 guys to ride. And look, I got to be honest with you, when I saw that Dylan had drawn 7X Smoke Wagon, okay, the bull that's only been out about 200 times in the last 5 years, so that's 40 trips a year, only 3 qualified rides, and he's the first gunner tonight, and he sticks it on. That set the pace for the whole bull ride.
Well, it did, and it also proves that the bull switched his pattern maybe the first time in 30 trips, and whether he was ready for it or not, he took advantage of it and stuck it on him for 90, well-deserved. Could have been 92 or 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Great watching. Now, there was some more great watching in the timed event, so let's take a look at them, shall we? First, the tie-down roping, where Cimarron Boardman has advanced to our championship round. All the big rodeos he's won, he's one step closer to adding this one to it, 8 and 9.
Well, Jesse Clark is one step closer to showing us that he's going to go to the NFR and could be a world champion. This young rancher from, New Mexico, 8-8. That 8-8 is going to prove to the rest of those guys he's not to be reckoned with. Then an 8-9 for Boardman. Otero, the young rookie. Timber Moore, the veteran, at 9 is in 4th.
Yeah, look how close that was. 8-8, 2 8-9s and a 9 flat. Team roping. How can you bet against a Bubba? Bubba Buckaloo with Hunter Koch on the backside. They stretch it in 5.1 and steal all the thunder from the rest of the field. They edge out the young guns, Cody Snow and Wesley Thorpe. The Blaster and Kyle Lockett hang on to split second and third. Ren Richard and Quinn Kessler are headed to the championship round. Now to the big boys.
All right, big. You said it. Josh Garner, 4.7. that looked perfect, and the steer looked like a Hereford.
Yeah, but this Texas A&M grad, Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Matt Reeves, 4.1. Fastest run of the night. He was 9th to go, but he'd finished first. Chased by Garner, Alabama's Irwin, and Blake Knowles is headed to the championship round. His cousin Trevor will go to the wild card. On to the barrel racing.
Okay, Tracy Nolan, I love this. I didn't know this story till you told me. She bought this horse on Facebook for $1,800. She's going to win $180,000 in a year on him. 1434. Great story, Bodie.
Yeah, it is a great story. Then Kaylee Gallino. 1432 in a field that included Lisa Lockhart, Stevie Hillman, Tiani Schuster. These are the two young ladies that sit on top of this board after semifinal number 1. Gallino from South Dakota, Nowlin of Oklahoma. Our defending champ, Nellie Williams-Miller, is moving up, and Stevie Hillman snuck in there in the bottom spot. She's going straight to the finals. All right, Bobby, what jumps out at you?
It jumps out at me. What I started off with is expect the unexpected. We had a lot of world champions and a lot of top enders in there, and the unexpected showed up. Look what they just did in the barrel race. Look what he did with Dylan Vick in the bull riding. Is that going to happen again?
Yeah, and again, you had Sage Kimsey, you had J.W. Harris, you had all these world champions that were getting lawn darted.
Yeah.
And then the young kids are rising to the top like the cream that they clearly are. Speaking of cream, there's a young kid that's 23 years old. He's been to the national finals 3 times. 2 weeks ago, 3 now, he set the arena record in San Angelo with a 93-point ride at their shootout. And he's just a young baby-faced kid that you're going to love the minute you meet him. And when we get back, Patty Smith will be talking to Clayton Bigelow, the kid that put on the 91-point show. So stay right where you're at. Patty's got Clayton when we come back.
Oh, he went the other way.
Be the first time in forever. Folks, that is only the 4th time that bull has been ridden in 3 years.
And welcome back to Rodeo Wrap. Joining me now, Clayton Bigelow, the winner of tonight's semifinal 1 in the bareback. And not only did you win, but you won in big fashion, a 91. Just sort of take us through your ride and tell us kind of what was working for you tonight.
Oh, that's a really good horse. Survey's mean machine, and I knew he was going to go out there and do his part, and I knew I had a really good shot to win it, on him, because I knew he was going to do his job, and the only thing I need to do is mine.
Well, this is, you told me, your 4th time here to Rodeo Houston, first time making it out of the semifinals. Kind of what's your mind frame now, knowing you're coming back for the finals?
It's pretty nice, last 3 years I've had to go through the wild card, and that's always nerve-wracking because they only take the top 2, so it's nice that we're just rolling right into Saturday. Kind of takes, you take a deep breath and you're going to have a good, a good shot. You don't have to get on one more horse, but just relax and hang out until we get on again.
Yeah, and you go on again, coming back for the finals. You, of course, are competing for $50,000. It's a lot of money. That's life-changing money for Cowboy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this rodeo it's awesome for guys, come over here and get a chance to win so much money. And now this year it counts for world standings, so, you can win this rodeo and kind of not take the year off, but, you can pick and choose on where you're going to go the rest of the year and kind of not have to rodeo as hard. So, no, it's great. It's awesome. This rodeo is awesome.
All right, well, good luck to you the rest of the way. We're pulling for you.
Thank you.
We've got to take a time out, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, Boyd will join me, and we'll wrap it all up. Stay with us. And welcome back to the show. Patty Smith, Boyd, Paul Hamus to wrap it all up. Semifinal 1 in the books. What a great night. But, boy, we get to do it all over again tomorrow night with another set of phenomenal Cowboys.
Yeah, and it's just always, it's one of those deals where you can't believe the 6 guys that didn't make it because the names are so great and the stock is so good. I mean, we get to this juncture in the rodeo, it's playoff football. I mean, the intensity goes up.
Well, let's talk about semifinals 2 tomorrow. I want to talk about 2 guys specifically because, in my opinion, if they're my kids, they've got no business getting back up on a horse. That's Wade Sundell and Ty Brewer. Wade, 2 pole groins, gets back up there the other night. Ty, concussed, can't see straight. Both of them are coming back tomorrow night.
Yeah, and it's their choice, and there's nobody there to stop them. There's no NFL concussion protocol that says, oh, no, you're loopy, and until you get unloopy, you're not going to get on. Cowboys are in control of their entire bodies and whether they want to compete or not. In Wade's case, I really worry because when you're riding saddle broncs and you've got pulled groins, you squeeze the swells of your saddle with your knees when you're spurring with your legs below the knee. You lift on the rein to hold yourself in there, and we've seen what's happened to him on all of his dismounts. Because he can't squeeze, he's being pummeled to the ground. In the case of Ty Brewer, he's just cowboy tough. That's what they do. I mean, that's not the first time Ty's been flipped upside down and hit the ground on his head and got up with his eyes spinning. But he has to ride to win. He has to win to pay his electric bill. So if someone says, we're going to let you get on another horse and we will pay you if you win, they're going to get on another horse.
Yeah, well, I love these guys, and, it's I don't know if it's smart, but it is impressive. They're tough guys to see them come back out. So you've got the opportunity to come out here to Rodeo Houston, catch them tomorrow night, or catch them right here on Fox Sports Southwest. Anything else, Boyd?
Well, you pulled the even in the big segments.
Yeah, I'm basically kicking his butt.
No,
we'll keep you posted
she
on that
is not.
and more while he talks. I will close this out. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Nice ride. Ethan Bryan. London loves watching the chuck wagon.